Welcome back, everyone, to Draft to Glory. Cheers. Recording this on a Friday, so it's not live, but hey, happy Friday anyway. How are you guys doing? How is your September going? Well, for the Montreal Expos, don't tell them, but it's December right now. It is 1914. Again, World War I is raging in Europe, and we got the Montreal Expos ready for the 1914 draft. Yes, welcome back. Coming off a back-to-back Cincinnati Reds World Series, we are ready for the draft. And as I mentioned last episode, we finished 5th in the league. So that means we were not part of the draft lottery. However, doesn't mean we're not going to get a decent player. Remember that kind of want to focus on defense a little bit. And, Let's see what's available. I'm excited to see who we get to add with Ken Griffey Jr. All right, let's start the draft. Again, mock draft has Christian Yelich going 1, Bancroft 2, Frederick Gonsolin, Duke Farrell. Let's look at some of the other names in the draft that we didn't see in the last episode. Hunter Renfroe is there, Julio Franco, Bob Welsh, Rudy York, who I see a lot in Perfect Team. Round 2, we got Boardwalk Brown. What a name. Who else do we got here? Who else? I don't see any 1980s Blue Jays showing up. Robbie Ray. Oh, there's Willie Upshaw. Okay, I think Willie, he played for the Blue Jays in the 80s. Yeah, it was in the 80s. So I am corrected. Ask for an 80s Blue Jays and get a 80s Blue Jays. All right, well, we'll keep an eye on him. Hopefully, we're going to get a chance at Willie Upshaw in round 2. Brent Cecil, another Blue Jay in real life, this time in the 2000s. Okay. Any other interesting names here? Darby Swanson, Adley. All right, we got the Baltimore catcher, current catcher, another Blue Jay. It is a draft of Blue Jays and another 80 Blue Jay. Give some love to Garth Orge. Yeah, very underrated and underappreciated member of the Toronto Blue Jays in the 1980s. Let's go to the 5th round. Anything that stands out there? No, not really. All right, we'll see how things play out. Again, I am hoping either for Bancroft. There was another player that looked really good, but Bancroft was the key one that we're going to target here, but I'm pretty sure he's going to go before number 5. All right, with the first overall pick, the Washington Senators will select Tony Gonsolin. Wow, Tony Gonsolin was projected to go number 4. He shot up the rankings. I guess it makes sense. He was the top-rated pitcher. Washington has Cobb. They have Willie Mays. Kind of makes sense that they would get a pitcher. Do they have Willie Mays? Was it Willie Mays that they got in the last draft? Dan Brothers. They didn't get Willie Mays. So yeah, this is going to be a nice addition to Juan Guzman, Larry Dierker. Yeah, Washington, I think they're going to get better real quick. All right, with the number 2 pick, the Pittsburgh Pirates select Christian Yelich. Okay, 3 more picks. Will Bancroft fall? Next up, we have the Brooklyn Robins, and they will select Johnny Frederick. Well. Here we go again. 1 pick away. We have a player targeted. I really want Dave Bancroft. We want an elite shortstop to replace Joe Sewell soon. Whitey Lockman is still on the board, 5-star. So let's take a look at who Cleveland might want to target. They got Terry Moore currently in center field, 29 years old, and they got Belliard, 25-year-old shortstop, who I think they want to upgrade on, I would imagine. So I'm hoping they go with Lockman. If they go with a pitcher, let's see who they have available. Pitching staff, they could take Bob Welsh. although he's more projected late first round. And Charlie Sweeney, 4.5 star. I guess they could reach and grab him. Only 17 years old. All right, we got to hope Bancroft falls to number 5. So right now, Yelich is gone. Frederick's still there. Gonsolin's gone. Yeah, there was a couple reaches early. So Bancroft, Frederick, number 2 and 3 overall. We're still going to get a highly projected pick. It's just a matter of who will it be? Lockman, Bancroft, Sweeney. Where were they projected? Bancroft 2, Lockman 7, and Sweeney 6. All right, with the number 4 overall pick. Not Bancroft, not Bancroft, not Bancroft. That is the theme of this franchise. 1 pick away from getting Ohtani. 1 pick away from getting Mickey Mantle. 1 pick away from getting Willie Mays. And now 1 pick away from getting a premier shortstop. Cleveland, great pick. Now you make it a little difficult for me. Charlie Lockman, center field, great bat. Really good BABIP. Plays center field, and Juan Pierre is in center field, but he could be replaced. Go with a starting pitcher. I don't like that movement and control for a dead ball guy. Bob Welsh, again, we're not in desperate need of a pitcher. So if we only look at the batters, and let's go to potential here. Lockman, Duke, Farrell. Again, catcher's not a priority. Julio Franco, another shortstop, not as good. He's kind of a Joe Sewell with speed. Bill Hinchman. I think we just have to go with the center fielder, right? We have to take the 5-star guy, 17 years old, no immediate need to jump in right away. It looks like he's almost fully developed. Maybe he'll get a boost in center field. Defense, let's go Whitey Lockman with our first overall pick. Again, just missed out on Dave Bancroft. I'd rather have him have gone second, because then it's not a big a deal. But when these players keep going right before the pick, and on stream I'm saying, okay, just stay there. One more pick, and then they fall. All right, let's go to the next round. Let's take a quick peek at the other round 1 picks and some of the big names. Bob Welsh did go number 6 overall, right after us, and he would have been the pitcher I would have taken instead. If I was going to take a pitcher, it would have been Bob Welsh. Duke Farrell ended up going number 8 to the Cardinals, Julio Franco to the Red Sox, Robbie Ray to the Yankees, and in round 2, Bill Hinchman. Bill Hinchman, where was he projected to go? Yeah, I guess he was projected to go right around where he did. All right, mock draft has us selecting Wayne Garrett. Of course, there are a few other players that haven't been picked yet. I think even Boardwalk Brown is still there. Let's take a look at pitchers first of all. Charlie Sweeney is still there. That movement, I mean, they project him to be really good, but I don't know if that's projected for this era. It might be projected for more of a modern era. I'm really curious. Do you guys know that when players come into a draft pool and they give you the scouting report, is that just a generic scouting report for any era, or is it projected for the era that you're playing in? Really, kind of curious about that. Because if it was for the era, I don't think Charlie Sweeney would be that high. Got a couple relief pitchers, 25-year-old Winchell, Luke Gregerson, another relief pitcher. But in terms of starters, I think it would either be Boardwalk Brown, who does have the movement, 20 years old. It would be Al Corwin as a possibility. We've also got Al Mattern, not very good. And then, of course, Charlie Sweeney, 17 years old, another Scott Stratton kind of situation. So that's what we have for pitchers. We're gonna hold off, I think, on a pitcher. Let's go back to the batters, look at potential, and let's add in the overall. Overall for the ratings, where are they? I better save this view just so I have it, so it saves it the next time. Okay, Crosby. You're not Bancroft. Dan Ford. Wayne Garrett, who is projected to go to a second base, third base. But again, the defense is really lacking on a lot of these. First base, third base, Alex Gordon. We do have Garth Orge there, but not a very good defender. Even when we look at the defense here, the highest one is Alex Gordon of, anyone that is pretty much a 2-star or higher. Alex Gordon. I guess did Willie Upshaw go yet? Willie Upshaw is still there. Okay, well, where was he? I did not see him in the top prospects here. Willie, there he is. Again, not very good defense. I said we need to focus more on defense. I do sort of like his build. Again, he was a great player for the 10 years or so that he did play. 19 years old. Yeah, this is sort by contact. Garth Orge. Jorge Piedra. Wow, I did not expect it to take this long. In round number 2. We're only in round number 2. What else do we got here? Alex Gordon, who's pretty much the same as Ben Francisco. But Francisco's older. We also have Dan Ford. And Willie Upshaw. And Piedra. I think we're going to go. Boy, this is tough. Let's go with a contact eye. Contact eye. We're kind of looking at Rudy York. He's got to develop. He's got some home run power. He's 19. We're about 6 years out of getting out of dead ball, so he'll be in his 20s. Catcher, but a very weak catcher. Will he be there round 3? Rudy York. Probably not. Garth Orge projected to be there. But Rudy York was projected to be a first-round pick. All right, I think we're going to go with Rudy York. If he develops, he's going to be a really good second-round pick. Okay, Rudy York is on the team. What do you guys think? Was there someone else I probably should have taken? Who would you have taken? Not really a standout that I could see. All right, let's go on to round number 3. Willie Garth. Who's still there? Alex Gordon is still there. And I almost took him with the last pick. Pitchers. No, this may be a draft that we don't take a pitcher until very late. So Dan Ford, I was considering. Of course, Alex Gordon. Iguchi. 29 years old, though. Too old. Darby Swanson. Okay, sort by contact. Ben Francisco. He's got so many outfielders vying for starting playing time. Well, I think we have to go Alex Gordon. Third base, I think first base as well. Yeah, I think he's the choice. Okay, on to round 3. Still a lot of the players we looked at earlier. I think we don't have many shortstops in the system. Not very good. Doug Flynn, same thing. Yeah, let's go with the shortstop. Highest rated batter still on the board. Round number 5. Now things really drop off. Go with a speed guy. We've got too many outfielders. Let's just focus on the infield. Wayne Graham. Oh, this is rough. Benny? 20 years old? Let's do it. Next up, round number 6. Can we get a gem just like we got Bob Chance in the 5th round one year? Look at all these poorly projected players. No names that really stand out. Tyler Wade. All right, one person left in the green for gap power. That's it. I and gap power. Okay, Rube is going to be the guy. Pretty good dead ball. If contact was 50 or higher, this would be a really good pick in the 6th round for a dead ball guy. Because you don't need to focus on home run. Avoid K isn't as important. So I think Rube is a great pick there. Excellent. Good. Next up. I think we go right to pitchers now. Round number 7. 1-star potential. Let's sort by movement and contact. Emil. And then we've got Tim. Yeah. Neither, I think, are going to make the big leagues anytime soon. Control, not contact, control. Doc Landis. 26 years old, though. And Raul Alcantara. Yeah. We're just going to look for some cool names. Kid Camp. There you go. I'm taking Kid Camp. I just think that's a cool name. Probably never going to see past AA, but welcome to the team. Next up, any familiar names from the 80s, the 90s, current day baseball, or just something cool that I can pronounce easy on stream? Not very good. Let's take a look at the batters by defense. Defense and speed. Bill Bergen. I'm sure we need a minor league catcher. Round number 9. Defense and any yellow-green numbers? Well, this guy, Phil Hyatt. And last pick, round number 10. The Montreal Expos are going to go with another Bill. Charlie Bates looks like he's going to be the pick. Yeah. Charlie Bates. Wow, that may be one of our worst prospect drafts in this series, other than round number one. Round number one, I think we did okay. But after that, yikes. Not very good. So here you see the picks in each of the rounds, or round number one anyway. Oh, Dave Bancroft. So close. So close to getting him. Okay. Here is your contest question for today's video. I want you to put in the comments, of course, your perfect team username and any player that was chosen in the first round. Once again, if someone else has already commented that player name, you have to choose someone else. So any one of the first 16 picks, put it in the comments, put your perfect team username, and we'll make a draw for 5 standard packs next video. The deadline for this contest will be Monday, September the 18th at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. So that would make it 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday, September the 18th. All right, here are the draws for the last 2 videos. Episode number 20 and 21, few entries for each of them. If you entered, you always have a good shot at winning, at least for now until others become aware that they can win free packs. Let's do the draws for the last 2 videos. All right, it is time to do the draws for video number 20 and video number 21. Video number 20 had 3 people entered. Thank you so much. Fussmucker, we have IHSVIKS, and we have O's Bones entered for video number 20. So this is for 5 standard packs, and the winner is, and these will go out with my Monday Twitch delivery, so you may get these towards the middle of the week next week. We have Fussmucker. Congratulations, Fussmucker, winning 5 standard packs for leaving the comment for video number 20. Video number 21 only had 2 entries. Yeah, the only 2 entries for video number 21 were IHSVIKS and Fussmuckers. So once again, we're going to do the draw between these 2 individuals. I always like to put a few more repetition of the names there just to make it look a little bit more interesting. We'll do that, and we'll do one more. Here we go. Okay, so this was video number 21. 2 entries. You had to name one of the teams that was in the league, any one of the teams, as long as it wasn't duplicated. All right, let's spin the wheel. 5 standard packs going to IHS Vix. Congratulations. So both of you will get 5 standard packs for leaving the comments. Again, keep leaving the comments on the videos as they're posted, usually 2 or 3 videos a week. Thanks so much for entering, and have a wonderful day. It's a great day for baseball. The Hall of Fame announcement is in, and no one was selected to the Hall of Fame. We can see the 3 years that players have been selected so far for the ballot. And this year we've had our highest recipients so far, but still well short of the percentage needed. Fritz Peterson, the former Montreal Expo, 27.1% of the vote, and we did not vote him in. We sent a vote for Lenny Dykstra. So again, to stay on the ballot, you need at least 5% of the vote. So Dykstra, Kyle Wayland, and Fritz Peterson, both Montreal Expos, are going to be eligible for the next ballot. And who knows, maybe the AI managers will vote them in. Okay, let's head to opening day of 1915. It is opening day, and our manager said, Lap, I want you to have at least a 500 record. And the way the last couple seasons have gone, that might be where we're at, unfortunately. Prospect list going into 1915. Tony Gonsolin, who went number 1 overall in the last draft. Kristen Yelich, John Ryan Murphy, Jim Devlin. How has he progressed in his first year? I'm going to be curious how this guy does because he has a lot of potential. Ken Griffey Jr. is number 5 overall, the only Montreal Expo on the top 10. And let's take a look at this season's lineup. When we go to our lineup, we notice that a couple players have made their way onto the opening day roster. First of all, Dan Collins, 5-star overall, 5-star projected. He is now on the team. And the other one we moved up, which might be a little bit of a controversy, is Mr. Nick Markakis. So Nick Markakis played in AA ball last season and started AA this season before the major league started. 405 he hit last year, and he was hitting 583 this year. I moved him right from AA right up to the majors. I think he's ready. 22 years old, a year in AAA might have been the safe choice just to see how he does. But I think we're going to test him in the lineup now. And going back to that picture, forgot to show you Dan Collins, 21 years old, fully developed except for his slider. And his pitching stats, since he was drafted, we took him 2nd round, 6th overall back in 1911. So I think he's ready. 179 ERA, 0.83, 1.78. Yeah, 30-9 record in the minors. He's ready to take that next step. Ken Griffey Jr., we're going to keep in AA. He had a good season last season. In AA, 325, 9.2 WAR. This season, early, he struggled a little bit. I think come maybe June, we're going to try him out in AAA, just see if his statistics recover a little bit. Again, still has some developing to do. He's only 19, don't want to rush him. I think this year we'll transition him from double to triple. And then maybe next year, a full season in AAA. And then 2 years down the road, maybe ready for the prime time or may need a couple seasons in AAA. Our recently drafted players, we're going to keep the 17-year-old and 19-year-old in rookie ball. Even though they want to be promoted, let's keep them there. I don't think there's any harm in keeping them there. I am a little bit concerned keeping Lockman there because he is almost fully developed. But he's 17. Let's hope he gets to a 5-star potential. Other than that, no other players that we need to move up right now. We did move a couple people down. Spike Manera, who we talked about in previous episodes, his ERA has been atrocious. So he's gone down to AAA now. And the other player that we moved down, who was it to make way for Markakis? I think it was a player, it was a 1-star player that I just retired because he was in his 30s and I needed room on the 40-man roster. So I just retired him to make room for Markakis. Okay, we are ready for opening day. This year, we play the Pittsburgh Pirates and we are home once again. So as always, here is your opening day lineup for the Montreal Expos for the 1915 season. Leading off and playing second base, Paul Molitor. Hitting second, our first baseman, Bob Chance. In left field, Cal Daniels. In the cleanup spot, our power guy, 6 home runs last year, Bo Jackson. In the number 5 slot, shortstop, 33-year-old Joe Sewell. Catching for the Expos today will be Manny Seguin. Out in center field, we have Juan Pierre. Our opening pitcher this season will once again be Roy Halladay. And hitting in the 9 slot, Hank Majeski. Okay, let's start this game. Again, we'll go inning by inning. See how Montreal can do. See if it's a sign for how this year might play out. I don't have high expectations. I did in the past, but not this year. It doesn't feel right. It still feels like we're missing something. And that something is defense, which we weren't able to address in this last draft. One of these years, we're going to get a very good defensive draft. All right, after the first inning, it is 0-0. We go to inning 3. Pittsburgh opens up the scoring. 1-0 Pittsburgh to the 4th. Montreal gets on the board. Their first run will be scored courtesy of a single by Bo Jackson, which will drive in Paul Molitor from third. 1-1 game as we head to the 5th. Still 1-1. Tight ball game here. Let's go to the 6th inning. Pittsburgh gets a few hits. Montreal gets a few hits, but neither team gets a run. So let's go to inning number 7. 1-1 game. Pittsburgh in the top of the 7th, score 2. All right. We are headed to the 7th inning stretch. Montreal down by 2. Juan Pierre at the plate. Hitless in the game, and that will continue. Ken Griffey Jr. will be the replacement for Juan Pierre one day. Roy Halladay, we're going to keep him in the game. He can get the odd hit once in a while. I have faith in him. Flies out to right field. Hank Majeski, 2 away. Here comes the pitch, and he drives that one to third. Easy play. 3 up, 3 down. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, Pittsburgh gets a hit, but nothing else. Here we go. George Davies up against the top of the order. Here's the time to get something going, Expos. Paul Molitor, yes, drives one down the left field line. That isn't single. It's going to bring up Bob Chance. Hitless in the game. Do we bunt? That will bring up Daniels and Jackson. I think we do. Or do we hit and run? Let's hit and run. Let's give it one attempt at hit and run. And there we go. Okay, that's going to avoid the double play. That's as good as a bunt. Move the runner to second. Tying run at the plate. Cal Daniels. 1 for 3 on the day. What can you do, Cal? He will drive that one. Is that going to fall in center field? No. Hangs up just enough. 2 away for Bo Jackson. Perfect guy to have at the plate. Home run power. Contact. Do we have a tie game? No, we don't. An outstanding play by the Pittsburgh shortstop. And we head to the 9th. All right, Pittsburgh. Are you going to do anything in the 9th? No, so that's going to go to the bottom of the 9th. Halladay due up 4th. We will obviously pinch hit for him if he comes to the plate. Joe Sewell, first person up. And Sewell will take a walk. Good eye, good eye. That's going to bring up Manny Seguin. I'm going to hit and run with Manny. He's got the contact. And he drives that one into the hole, and they get him out. Sewell moves over to second. Juan Pierre. All right, who do we have for pinch hit? Power. Phil Plantier. Phil, you're coming in for Juan. Phil, you hit a home run here, and you're going into the starting lineup. How's that for incentive? George Davies, Phil Plantier, pounds that one into the gap. That's going to go to the wall. Round comes Joe Sewell, and the pinch hit pays off. A double for Phil Plantier. Not quite starting material, but you may get a few more pinch hit opportunities. That's going to bring up Roy Halladay, and of course, we're going to pinch hit for Roy. Power-wise, I think Mullen, McBride. Let's give the rookie an opportunity. Nick Markakis, first at bat as an Expo, prime time at home. Let's see if he can cash in the tying run. Here comes the pitch from Davies, 0-2 count, and he drives that one to first. That is handled, moves the runner to third, pass ball, wild pitch, infield hit, all can tie this game up. Hank Majeski. Do we want to go with Hank? Patsy Donovan? Power, Pat Mullen, Dick McBride if we want the best eye, Pat Mullen again. Let's bring in Pat Mullen. I don't have faith in Hank Majeski. Here we go. We're going to take a pitch, see if we can get a wild pitch. That is low. Let's take another one. I don't mind Paul Molitor coming up 2-0. Third pitch of the at-bat. That is low. 3-0 count. Red light, Pat. Red light. Do not swing. Take 3 pitches. 3-1. Next pitch. That one is outside, and that is going to put Pat Mullen on first base, bringing up Paul Molitor. Once again, we want that wild pitch. Pass ball. At least till we get a 2-strike count. Molitor. 1-1. Here comes the third pitch of the at-bat. That is a strike. So now we're going to have him swing away. 3-2 game. Molitor digs in. He drives that one high into the air. That is going to be caught by the shortstop, and that will do it. Montreal will lose their opening game of the season. Came close. Paul Molitor goes 3 for 5. Bo Jackson 2 for 3. Triple by Molitor in the 5th inning. And of course, pinch hit. 1 hit for Plantier. A walk, or at least a sacrifice, I guess, moving a runner to third for Markakis, and Pat Mullen with the walk. Roy Halladay goes the distance, 13 hits, 3 earned runs. George Davies takes the win for Pittsburgh, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, and he is player of the game. Well, we did get 2 outfield assists. Great, nice, but it's a long season. And that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in to the start of the I always want to say 2015. Start of the 1915 season with Montreal. Have a wonderful day. Next episode should be out on Tuesday. I think the next episode should be out. So stay tuned for that. We'll finish off the season, go through the playoffs, lead up to the draft. It's a great day for baseball. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Give what you can. Take what you need. We'll see you next episode.
So have a good time. The sun can't shine.